Deborah Kerr was born on September 30th, 1921, in Helensburgh, Scotland, as Deborah Jane Trimmer. From a young age, she exhibited an innate grace that set her apart. Her early life was marked by the profound loss of her father, a British Army officer who died from wartime injuries. Raised primarily by her mother, Kerr's upbringing was grounded in discipline, resilience, and education. She pursued ballet with great determination, training at Sadler's Wells Ballet School, but a leg injury cut short her aspirations to become a professional dancer. Nevertheless, the discipline she gained in ballet translated seamlessly into her acting career, giving her a refined screen presence. Each of her performances exuded elegance, and every gesture was measured with purpose. This physicality became a hallmark of her acting style and was key to her success in Hollywood. From ballet to film, Deborah Kerr's rise to stardom. Deborah Kerr began her career in British cinema in the early 1940s, but it was her move to Hollywood that truly propelled her to international fame. Kerr's ability to combine dignity with vulnerability made her a standout actress in an era that often pigeonholed women into one-dimensional roles. She was drawn to characters that were complex, conflicted, and morally grounded, which set her apart from many of her contemporaries. One of her most iconic roles was in From Here to Eternity, 1953, where she portrayed Karen Holmes, a military officer's wife caught between duty and desire. The famous beach scene with Burt Lancaster became legendary not only for its sensuality, but for the emotional depth Kerr infused into the moment. This role marked a turning point in her career, showcasing her ability to handle powerful, emotionally charged material. Versatility and emotional range. Kerr's best performances. Throughout the 1950s, Deborah Kerr continued to prove her versatility as an actress, taking on a wide range of roles that showcased her emotional depth. In The King and I, 1956, she portrayed Anna Leon Owens with wit and defiance, managing to hold her own against the commanding presence of Yul Brynner. Though her singing voice was dubbed, Kerr's emotional performance was undeniably her own, earning her one of 6 Academy Award nominations. In Heaven Knows, Mr. Allison, 1957, she played a nun struggling with her faith and unspoken love, demonstrating her ability to convey inner conflict with subtlety and grace. Kerr's performances in psychological dramas like Black Narcissus, 1947, and The Innocents, 1961, allowed her to explore repression, desire, and loneliness with extraordinary sensitivity, solidifying her reputation as one of the most nuanced actresses of her time. Academy nominations and recognition, a career of excellence. Despite being nominated 6 times for an Academy Award for Best Actress, Deborah Kerr never won competitively, a fact often cited as one of the Academy's greatest oversights. However, in 1994, she received an honorary Academy Award in recognition of her remarkable career and lasting impact on the film industry. During her acceptance speech, Kerr spoke with warmth and humility, embodying the same dignity that had defined her life both on and off the screen. Kerr's career was a testament to her extraordinary range as an actress, from playing conflicted women caught in moral dilemmas to more lighthearted comedic roles. Her legacy is built on the ability to transform ordinary characters into memorable, emotionally complex figures, ensuring her place as one of cinema's finest actresses. The complex relationship with Burt Lancaster. Deborah Kerr's on-screen chemistry with Burt Lancaster in From Here to Eternity, 1953, became one of the most iconic in Hollywood history. The famous beach scene, charged with both sensuality and emotional depth, captured the public's imagination, but Kerr's reflections on Lancaster later in life revealed a more complex dynamic behind the scenes. In Candid Moments, Kerr revealed that working with Lancaster was not always as effortless as it seemed. While she admired his powerful presence and remarkable performances, She also noted that Lancaster's larger-than-life energy often left her feeling overwhelmed. "He lived at full volume," Kerr confessed, acknowledging both his brilliance and his unrelenting drive. His defiant, rule-breaking attitude, while sometimes frustrating, was a part of what made him such a compelling actor. Kerr's revelations painted a picture of Lancaster as a man who could be both a formidable talent and a deeply conflicted individual. Burt Lancaster's inner struggles, a vulnerable genius. While Burt Lancaster was often seen as a fearless and invincible figure, Deborah Kerr's insights revealed a more vulnerable side to the actor. She described him as carrying a deep-seated anger, not from cruelty, but from frustration with life's limitations. Lancaster's unwillingness to accept boundaries, whether in his career or personal life, often led to the conflicts on and off set. Kerr noted that his inner turmoil fueled some of his greatest performances, but it also took a personal toll. She spoke poignantly about Lancaster's physical decline in his later years, remarking that it was the cruelest irony that a man who had relied so heavily on his physicality had to face the loss of that very strength. Kerr's reflections on Lancaster's later years revealed a deep sense of empathy, acknowledging the emotional pain he must have felt as his body betrayed him. Deborah Kerr's final words on Burt Lancaster: admiration and sorrow. In the end, Deborah Kerr's final reflections on Burt Lancaster were not ones of bitterness, but of admiration and sorrow. She described him as a man who raised her standards as an actress, pushing her to meet his intensity and brilliance, even when it was difficult. "Burt made you braver whether you wanted to be or not," she said, recognizing that his demanding nature had challenged her to become a better performer. Kerr acknowledged the complexity of their relationship, emphasizing that Lancaster was neither a saint nor a monster, but a deeply driven man whose brilliance was inseparable from his flaws. Her final thoughts on him were filled with respect for his immense talent and a quiet recognition of the emotional struggles that had shaped his career. Kerr's perspective offered a humanizing portrait of Lancaster, removing the myth and revealing the man beneath the icon. Deborah Kerr's legacy: grace in life and death. Deborah Kerr passed away on October 16, 2007, at the age of 86, following complications from Parkinson's disease. Her death marked the end of an era for cinema, as Kerr had been one of Hollywood's most refined and emotionally nuanced actresses. In her later years, she had largely withdrawn from public appearances, seeking the peace of the English countryside. Kerr's health had declined due to Parkinson's, a progressive neurological condition that gradually limited her abilities, but she faced it with the same quiet strength that had defined her life. Despite the challenges she faced, her legacy remained intact. Kerr's contributions to film were celebrated by her peers and film historians alike, and her influence on the industry endured long after her passing. Through her career and personal life, Kerr left an indelible mark on Hollywood and a legacy that continues to inspire.